What's up, everyone? I'm going to give you a tour of downtown Toronto today. Toronto is the largest city in Canada, located in the province of Ontario. This video was recorded on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. It's 6:30 p.m. and it's 63 Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius. Here we're starting off in the well-known Yonge and Dundas Square. This is the center of a lot of entertainment, retail, and it's often referred to as the Times Square of Canada. You can see all around us there's these flashing billboards, and right now they're preparing for an art festival called Nuit Blanc, which is only happening tonight on October 1st. But Toronto is a name which refers to a channel of water through which Lake Simcoe discharges into Lake Cochaching. But previously, Toronto was land that was occupied by the Mississauga Native Americans. The British actually bought it from them in a land purchase and named the area York. And York was eventually renamed to Toronto. Toronto is the fourth largest city in North America. The fourth most populous city in North America, I should say. And the Greater Toronto area has a population of about 10 million people. But in this walk, we're going to explore a lot of the downtown area. We're going to go through the Eaton Center, which is to my right. It's a popular shopping mall in the area. We'll head over to Nathan's Phillips Square, check out the Toronto sign by the Toronto City Hall, go to the financial district, and then also check out the CN Tower, which is the largest freestanding tower in North America. It's rare that Yonge Street is closed off to cars like this, but because of the art festival tonight, people are freely able to walk in the street. I heard this art festival is going to draw a lot of crowds, and I'm excited to what it'll bring later on. I won't be covering the art festival in this video, but I'll be doing a dedicated one which will probably be uploaded before I put this one up if you'd like to check it out. But as you can see, Toronto is a city with many tall skyscrapers. In fact, it's rapidly under construction. They often refer to it as the city of cranes, just due to how many of these buildings are going up, especially these modern glass ones, which are quite common now. But let's head over to the right into the Eaton Center. We'll head towards the Eaton Center to the Toronto City Hall and Nathan's Phillips Square. Toronto is a city of many malls as well. And in the downtown area, there's a big underground network of tunnels called the Path, which connects a lot of the buildings together. Many of the sections of the Path are privately owned. There's 5 levels in the shopping mall, as you can see. This shopping mall is also the location of a lot of holiday events. I know during December they'll dress it all up in lights and different sculptures.
ActionKid in Toronto.
Yes.
Like,
hi.
ActionKid is in Toronto.
Yep.
What the hell? I watch your channel religiously.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Enjoy the city. First time
Thank
here.
you. Yep, first time here, first day.
Enjoy the city. Oh my gosh, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
I'm gonna check out Nuit Blanc later too. He must be surprised. Centerpiece of the Eaton Center is this water fountain here. This is a great mall to do some people watching. Here's another view from the other side. We'll go down one flight of stairs and exit the shopping mall. A little bit strange they don't have a down escalator in this section, but it is what it is. So here we are at the James Street Alberts Way exit. This building is the Toronto City Hall. It's quite the photo op, as you can see. People already here taking pictures. I think this street is closed off to cars right now because of the art festival. But Phillips Square is straight ahead of me. It's really impressive to see this Toronto City Hall building in person. All the stonework that goes into it. We'll get a glimpse of the financial district to my left, but I'll head over there after Phillips Square. You can also make out the top of the CN Tower there, largest freestanding structure in North America. This square is a urban gathering site. It's often the site of many concerts, art displays, farmers markets, and people really come here for this water fountain here. Also the Toronto sign. Here you really have to pause to look all around you and take in all the tall buildings. Here's the Toronto sign, but as you can imagine, it's best viewed the other way because it's backwards on this side. What's that dog doing in the middle of the fountain? I wonder who the owner is.
No one knows.
The city owns the dog now. All right, let's walk around the other side and see the Toronto sign. This is famous for pictures coming on this side with the maple leaf. Public restrooms are available at Phillips Square as well. A small little snack counter. They got some chicken sandwiches there, onion rings, some smoothies. Also poutines available there. Here's where you'll see the Toronto sign better. People like to climb up all within the letters. It's also different depending on which angle you look at it from. I like to see it from behind the water fountain here. You really get some unique angles. I guess the dog is looking for its owner now. So we'll pass underneath this overpass. And I'll head south on York Street. York Street named after the former name of the city, which I said before was York. Fun fact, New York is actually older than Toronto, yet York was the name given to this part of Canada.
What did you say last night?
You'll often see many of these food vendors in front of Phillips Square. Phillips Square is actually named after the former mayor of Toronto from 1955 to 1962. It was designed by the City Hall's architect Vio Revel and the landscape architect Richard Strong. I'm guessing this site over here will be also part of the Nuit Blanc Art Festival. Probably better for me to cross over here and then go to York Street. Also, I have to add about Toronto's public transportation system as well. It's actually very good. It uses a combination of streetcars, buses, and subways. It's overseen by the Toronto Transit Commission, the TTC for short. And the fare to ride is $3.25 Canadian. As of today's date, of course, October 1st, 2022. So the fares may change. But it has a very good payment system as well. They use the Presto card. And whenever you use the Presto card, you have up to 2 hours to take as many buses, trains, or streetcars as you want and not be charged extra. I'm not too sure what all these buses are here for. Probably for the art festival. I guess right now, since Nuit Blanc is in town and they close off the street, I saw some buses that normally run on Queen Street, which is the street I just passed, running over here instead on Adelaide. And Queen Street is a major east to west street. It has many different neighborhoods. In fact, it even has a neighborhood named after it called West Queen. Actually, the buses were running on Richmond Street. Adelaide Street is the street coming up. But I'm sure they have the Queen Street buses going over here because Adelaide Street is one way going east. Richmond Street is west. But it's good to know about these diversions ahead of time. Otherwise, you might get caught and wondering why your bus will never get to the location it's supposed to. So we are pretty much in the heart of the financial district now. You can see the sign up here. It says the Toronto Financial District. And with all these tall buildings. So I'm going to make a left on King Street coming up. There's a streetcar that runs along King Street as well. And here's a parking lot for First Canadian Place and Exchange Tower. $6 for 20 minutes or less. First Canadian Place is the tallest building in Toronto. It has been since the 1970s. Located on the corner of Bay and King Streets. These streetcars actually come quite frequently. But the ones that run along King Street like this, that don't have their own right-of-way, they can get caught up in traffic, and they can't easily be diverted because they run on rails. So this building over here that says BMO is the tallest building in Toronto, First Canadian Place. In fact, a fellow YouTuber, Johnny Strides, used to work there. There's the Ernst & Young building, one of the big four accounting firms. Actually, you can see another accounting firm just peeking out the corner there, KPMG. And over here, in the back, I don't know if you can see the logo is the Toronto Dominion Center. In fact, let's walk through it across the street, and we'll head towards the Toronto Dominion Center, towards the CN Tower. CN Tower. The CN refers to Canadian National. It was a railway company that built the tower. I just want to show you the map. I didn't want to interrupt the guy, but we're here. can see we just passed First Canadian Place, Exchange Tower. This is the TD Center. A bunch of buildings here are named after Toronto Dominion. It's nice that the city offers these maps for people not to get lost like me. It's kind of quiet over here right now, but that's just due to the Nuit Blanc going on and it being a weekend. On a weekday when you see people working, this central plaza will be filled with office workers. It's very tough to see the CN Tower through all these tall buildings. It used to be much easier to see when these tall buildings weren't all around. Beautiful sunset in Toronto right now.
So then I couldn't get anything. And then oh no, versus just her family? Yeah.
Oh, there's another accounting firm in the background, PwC. Here we have University Avenue. The Line 1 subway will run under this street. Line 1 is a subway which is very much misunderstood, because even though it goes north and southbound, there's two different directions that it can go to. It can run north on University or north on Young Street. I could make it to the CN Tower with this street over here, but it gets broken up a little bit. Going this way is a more direct route. Hello.
I mean, there's nice restaurants there, but they're hella expensive.
I see a lot of people with Blue Jays jerseys on. I think one of the events must have concluded. That's why they're all coming out now. And just in time for Nuit Blanc. Here's Tim Hortons. You'll see this all around the country. Canada's largest fast food chain. Here's one of the largest banks in Canada, RBC, the Royal Bank of Canada. And across the street is David Peacout Square. Even though we can't see the CN Tower right now, we are getting very close to it. I would say within the next 20 minutes or so, we'll be there.
Well, they filmed all in here, by the way.
Here's a high-end hotel, the Ritz-Carlton. We're gonna cut through here towards Front Street West. And then I'll head south through the park, and the CN Tower will pretty much be there. We might be able to get a glimpse of it once I cross over to Front Street. And there it is. I told you we'll get a glimpse of it. Now you understand how tall it really is from this angle. There's an observation deck at the top, which almost every tourist in Toronto wants to go to. But it's best to go on a clear day when it's not cloudy or raining, so you can see more of the city, and as well as Lake Ontario. I heard on a clear day you can even see Niagara Falls from the top of the CN Tower. Here's the Metro Toronto Convention Center across the street. Looks like they have a automobile show going right now on the top floor. There sure is a lot of traffic right here on Front Street West.
What a cute little puppy. Dandon came up with it.
Salut! Hello! I guess Blue Jay fans are very friendly. Here's the CBC office, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. So here we are. Let's see if we can cross over in time. I think I can. And my gimbal is really tilting over to one side right now due to how fast I'm walking. But the staircase here will lead towards the CN Tower. Across this bridge, we'll see the CN Tower as well as the Rogers Center, which is the home of the Toronto Blue Jays. There's the GO train, which is Toronto's primary commuter rail. Looks pretty busy right now, but that's probably to all the fans coming out of the stadium. There's a lot going on in the city tonight with the Nuit Blanc and also this Toronto Blue Jays game. And we have made it to the base of the CN Tower. It looks like there's a lot of activity here as well. There's also the Canadian Aquarium here. Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video walking downtown Toronto. Toronto is a major city, and I hope I can give you just a little bit of a glimpse of what it has to offer. You can see why it's such a multicultural destination and a great place to live. Anyway, folks, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video of Toronto. Subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.